Hello, welcome or welcome back. I am Marie. I am a 32-year-old artist living somewhere in Canada, and we are in my home studio, my art studio. I just like saying that. I thought I would grab a glass of ginger ale. It's New Year's Eve, almost New Year's Day, and just chit chat. Because why not? I want to start the new year. I figured, why not just like show off my studio, because I'm very proud of where it is. It's messy, it's chaotic, but it's mine. So I'm gonna give you guys a little tour and talk about all the paintings on my gallery wall and my thought process behind them, maybe some inspiration, what was going through my mind. I don't know, just a little bit of everything. So I will start by saying that I've been in this house. Me and my mom moved into this house 2 years ago, and it was the first time that I was able to just like take up space and make it my own. So I was really excited about that because that was definitely something that I prayed about so much. And I'm just trying to be grateful for this space that I have. It's nothing fancy, nothing special, but it's mine. I love it. I'm able to just get messy and have fun and do what I enjoy, which is just making art. Okay, so let's get started. So this is where we start. This is where we enter. You come down the stairs and you arrive into my little, my little corner. Should I turn this light off? Okay, you arrive into my little corner. There is a whole other side over here, but we're just gonna focus on this side. This is where I spend almost every day. And I feel like you can look at it and be like, oh, this is disgusting. You're a mess. But to me, I just see play. I know where every single thing is. I know. So we're gonna start here. This is my rack of paint supplies. I have all my oils and I have some gouache in here. There is nothing in this. I have some paint palettes. I have this because it's cute and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I want to keep it. So I washed it out and I kept it here. And then on the second row, I have mostly mediums and solvents. I'm such a bad camera person. Yes, mediums, solvents, and just random other stuff like alcohol and nail polish remover for some reason, more alcohol, baby powder. Everything has a purpose at some point, and if I don't use it now, I will definitely use it later. And then on my last shelf, it's just random stuff. So like some masks. This, I wanted to paint it and I haven't yet, but it's super cute. I got this off Amazon. It's just a flower vase. I have my meter stick, some markers, my blow dryer, and some more random stuff that I use there. In here, I have a basket that I got from Goodwill, and then some seashells. I have used some already and I made a piece for my mom, and these are just extras, so I actually should make another piece with those. The only reason I don't is because they're all just white. They're not colorful. Maybe I should paint them. I don't know. Anyways, and then I think this is just an empty box and some clutter, my projector, some just random things. Lots of paper because I do not have anywhere to file any of these. And it's really, I just don't know where to put them, so that's where they live. And I do not, this is technically a computer desk, so I actually don't sit here because there is no light and I just don't want to sit and stare at the wall. So that's why I'm able to use this for my papers, because I don't sit at this desk at all. I just use it mostly for this storage. And yeah, I love dead flowers. I think they're so beautiful. And now onto my favorite part, which is my gallery wall. These are all different paintings that I've worked on over the years, and I feel like I like them because they show a little bit of my evolution. So we're gonna start here. This is a little small wood panel. I got this panel from the dollar store. It's nothing fancy. This is alcohol ink on Yupo paper and then a layer of resin. It's very uneven, but I just love it so much. There's some sparkle. I love working with resin, but I just don't think my space accommodates it right now. So it's something that I just had to put on the back burner. But I love that piece, and I'm sad because I cannot find this color, this yellow color again. I don't remember what it was, and I can't seem to find the exact one. So we'll come back to that one day. This is something recent. This was a wedding photo that I was going to recreate for my friend. The pink is the underpainting. As you can see, it's not done, and my friend did get married. The problem is the reference photo itself. I'm not really good at painting small. I believe this is about 12 by 12, and I just cannot get her face right. I just cannot. It took me such a while to just work on her face. I feel like him, I got pretty good. Yeah, so I had to put that aside. I'm still deciding if I want to ask for a different reference photo or if I just want to power through, because everything else looks really cute. So yeah, that is recent. I did this, I think, I started this 3 weeks ago. So this is also another recent one. I got this picture off of Pexel because I really wanted to work on my landscape, and I love painting shadows and lights. That is something that it's been really fun for me. So I like looking at this just for inspiration. It's not technically done. I was gonna do more to it, but I don't want to. And I'm really happy with how it looks right now. I feel like the shadows in the road are just, I don't even care about the trees. Like the trees, I love the trees, but this is my favorite part, and that's what I want to continue working on. So I love to look at that. This one, I believe I did this in 2019. I have no idea where I got the reference photo from. This is just a wood panel with acrylic paint. This was before I even started with oils. I was not comfortable doing oils, and this is when I was in my smaller space. So again, I didn't have the space to do oils. So this is completely with just like cheap acrylic paint. So that's why it looks the way it does. And I don't really know. I wish I knew where I got the reference photo from, but I still love it. The back is janky, and her skin looks like a sleeve. Like it doesn't look like skin. I know if I did this now, I could do a lot better job, but it says you underestimate me. And the reason that I love this is because you cannot tell who is talking to who. And I love that about the painting. So that's why it's up there. And I feel like it's just a really great reminder to see how far I've come in portrait work, because I know I could just like do this so much better now. So here we have another wood panel. This is also a wood panel. A little wood panel. Again, these are all from the dollar store. And this is oil pastel. And yeah, I think this was when I first got oil pastel. I like this painting because whenever you get just a new material and you just play, I feel like that's when you get the best stuff. When you're not limited by like techniques and all these things that you learn once you start using your materials. I don't know if that makes sense, but this was the very first thing I did. I just kind of went in and yeah, I just went in and I feel like it looks really cute. I really like it. I like the texture, and it's just a good way to remind me to use my oil pastels a little bit more. This one I did not make. I got this from work. I work in social work, and I work with a lot of indigenous communities, indigenous families, and I tried to collect beadwork that they make, and I do buy it from them. So this was a cute little poppy that I got from one of my clients. She was kind of a mean client, and she would make everybody cry, but she was really good at beadwork, and I just love to collect beadwork. So this is just one of the things that I have, and I often forget to wear this on Remembrance Day because I just wear the regular poppies, but this always lives here. I just find beadwork so beautiful, so I love that. This is, I don't know if this was one of the first oil paintings I did. I believe I did this one in 2021. I think so. I don't know if that's right. This was again, this was a wood panel that I got from Dollarama. This was flowers in a mason jar that I bought from like Safeway, and then a bunch of lemons. I don't even remember what this is set up on, but I just took some curtains and a bed sheet, and I just rearranged them and came with this. So the funny thing about this is that like the lemons are very small. The sizing is just completely wrong. The mason jar is my favorite part. I didn't end up adding flowers. This was supposed to have flowers, but as you can see, there's no flowers because I stopped before I got there. I really loved how detailed the mason jar was compared to the rest of the painting. And I didn't even know at the time that like that's what a lot of really good artists do, is they kind of make a focal point, which by adding detail to one item and then kind of leaving everything unfinished. That wasn't my intention, but the mason jar just looks so beautiful, so I focused on that. And by the time I finished, I kind of didn't want to finish anything else, and once I took a step back, I was like, oh, this is kind of beautiful. This part kind of makes no sense, all this part, but I was like, I feel like I learned what I needed to learn, and I love the mason jar. This is still one of my favorite paintings, even though it's pretty unfinished. I love it. So there's that. And there's this guy. This is also a wood panel from Dollarama. I'm pretty sure this is on the wall with sticky tape. Command tape? I don't know. This was also oil paint. The eye, again, this is one of the first few paintings that I did in oil paint. I know if I were to paint an eye now, I could do this justice. I still love it though. I love the pearl. I love the blue. I don't know. I think it's still great in my opinion. Okay, we're gonna come down here. I believe I did this one in 2023. This one is all oil paint. I don't know if you can tell who this is, but it's actually Tracy Ellis Ross. I just thought it was such a beautiful picture. The yellow is just such nice texture. I wanted it to be like flowers coming out of her braids. I love painting braids. And yeah, I just thought it was so pretty. Again, it's on a wood panel. I'm pretty sure I just did this a la prima, is that what it is? I did it in one day and it turned out pretty great. Let me move this light here. And we have this one. I also did this one in 2023. I painted a lot of oil paintings in 2023. This one, I feel like I could have done her better. I have to change this lighting here. I honestly don't mind it. I think the size is not right. Like I should have made her bigger. Like I should have made her take up the whole frame. I don't know why I made it so small. The peaches just were not the right color. I feel like I just did not execute my vision properly. That being said, I just think it's still really cool. And yeah, I want to hang it up anyways. I painted the sides blue. Again, it's just a wood panel from the dollar store. And then there's this guy. I drew this for no reason other than my mom eats a lot of bananas, so bananas are always in my house. And I could probably just fill a whole sketchbook of bananas. This is oil paint with oil pastel and I think acrylic paint for the background. And yeah, I love it. Next we have another wood panel. This is, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie. It's called Malcolm and Marie. It's on Netflix. It's a black and white movie. I really enjoyed that movie, even though it was a little bit, I'm sure it was a little bit triggering for some people. It was just a fun piece to do. I think this was the first time I tried oil paints and I could not figure it out. So I don't know, I think this is a mix of oil and acrylic. I cannot remember how I started this, but it's oil and acrylic. I know people online say that it's really hard to paint Zendaya. This is supposed to be Zendaya. It looks nothing like Zendaya. I know that. But I feel like I did him perfectly. I just feel like it's really easy to paint men. So that was beautiful. And I also just love the blurry backgrounds. That is definitely a theme, is I just love drawing or painting a blurry background and then detailed foreground. So just yummy. That's the best way I can describe it. I will say with this one, I painted over it. There was a painting that I did, I believe a year before, in acrylic that was beautiful and I painted over it. I don't really get attached to my paintings, so I feel like I can paint over things. Some people were really disappointed when they learned that I painted over that because it was a really beautiful painting, but it's okay. We can always do it again. And then here we have this beautiful, beautiful woman. I painted this a few days ago. I don't remember. It's all a blur, but I just love painting braids, and this is something that I will probably continue in the new year. As you can see, it's a kind of like mixed media. I didn't use any oil paint. It's all acrylic, and then the background is yellow oil pastels. And I just think it's so cute. And I think that's just I think I just got this canvas from the dollar store. And then we have this one. This is also a newer one that I did. This one is one that I had been working on for a few months. My problem is I tend to dive into paintings without having a clear vision of how I want to finish them. And this was one of them. So you can tell it's not perfect, but I feel like the idea is there. It was inspired by a GIF, I don't know, that I saw on Pinterest, and I took some other pieces off of Pinterest and I kind of made a collage, which turned out to be this. I still think it's really nice. Is it finished? No, I really wanted to push my skills here as a storyteller, and I feel like I kind of did. I could be wrong. Okay, that is a wrap. Thank you for coming and taking a tour of my lovely home studio. I am glad that I got to show you some of my favorite paintings that I've done over the last few years, and I hope that 2025 just brings more creativity, more fun, more joy, all the things, and I'm really looking forward to it. It is officially the new year. I believe it is 12:05. So happy new year, many blessings. I hope this is a year that we can just, that all of our dreams come true, honestly. So bye.